Humans and plants, moving chemicals. Your chest goes up and out when you breathe in. Breathe is how to say breathe. The muscles that lift your chest are the intercostal muscles between your ribs. Oh! Your diaphragm helps you breathe by pulling down the lungs. Diaphragm. The lungs get bigger, causing a decrease in pressure. The outside air is pushed into your lungs by the 10 miles of air being squeezed down by gravity. 10 miles of air above you. Being squeezed down by gravity. The 20% oxygen in air gets to all small spherical parts of your lungs called alveoli. Alveoli. The alveoli have 1/1000th of a millimeter layer of proteins and water called a surfactant. The oxygen diffuses into the surfactant. The oxygen diffuses through the one layer of alveolar skin. The oxygen diffuses into the blood. Your waste carbon dioxide diffuses out from your blood into the air in your alveoli. The oxygen is released by the hemoglobin and diffuses out of the red blood cells into your cells. Hemoglobin. Diffusion is due to the rapid movement of atoms and joined up atoms called molecules. Air molecules, like O2, oxygen, and CO2, carbon dioxide, go 1,000 miles per hour. Twice as fast as a Boeing 747 plane. Boeing. Leaves need the carbon dioxide in the daytime from air to make food and wood. The carbon dioxide diffuses into the bottom of the leaf through the holes called stomata. Then after photosynthesis, the waste oxygen diffuses out of the stomata. Photosynthesis. Diffusion is molecules moving from where there is more to where there is less. Diffusion is always from high concentration to low concentration. What's an E? Concentration. Diffusion is always down the concentration gradient. Tea diffuses out of a tea bag. Perfume diffuses around a room. The second way that molecules move is osmosis. Osmosis is water molecules being attracted by salts or sugars. If you put salt onto a snail or slug, the salt will osmosis all the water out until they are dead. All you need is a skin that allows water to pass and two places. One more salty and one less salty. If you put raisins into water, the sugars inside the raisins will osmosis attract water through the raisin skin. All osmosis needs is a semi-permeable membrane that has small holes to let water through. Semi-permeable. The holes must be too small for the salt or sugar to get through. A semi-permeable membrane is also called a partially permeable membrane. Partially. In distilled water, the sugars, salts and sugars of red blood cells attract the water in by osmosis. The red blood cells expand, then the red blood cell expands, then bursts. This is cystosis, or osmotic lysis. This is what killed users of the drug ecstasy when they drank 2 litres of water in half an hour. In salty water, osmosis makes cells shrink. This makes the cell membrane of plant cells peel away from the cell wall. This is plasmosis. The roots of plants use osmosis to absorb water from the soil. The roots have more salts and sugars, so osmosis attracts the water. A piece of potato will lose water if put into a sugary or salty solution of water. You get a fat piece of potato, but a piece of potato will osmosis in water if it is put into 100% pure distilled water. With distilled water, the result is a thinner piece of potato. Oh, that's the other way around, isn't it? Thin. It's thin if it's thin. And that's fat. Oh my gosh, other way around. The energy molecule made the energy molecule made in mitochondria, ATP, gives energy to power the third way molecules move, mitochondria. Plant roots use ATP energy to capture minerals from the soil. Active transport is the only way to move molecules from a low concentration to a higher concentration against the concentration gradient. Concentration. Your kidneys do active transport to reabsorb vitamins, minerals and glucose that are otherwise lost as urine. The sodium-potassium pump is the active transport that makes the nerves in your brain work. The two passive transports are diffusion and osmosis. Diffusion is mixing due to the random motion of molecules. On the back of this page, list 5 examples of diffusion, starting with your favourite. Oh, diffusion. Perfume moving. Blood moves around water, so sharks can find it. Osmosis is water attracted to salts and sugars across a semi-permeable or partially permeable membrane. On the back of this page, there's 4 examples of osmosis, starting with your favourite. Active transport needs energy to move molecules against the concentration gradient. On the back of this page, there's your 4 favourite active transports. Go! Press my picture, get more of my videos. Press like, press subscribe,